Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to sit down with you guys and bring you this video today. If you guys are new, welcome. My name is Jess. I am a personal trainer, online coach, health and fitness lover, and I post YouTube videos every single Monday. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It supports me a ton, I appreciate it. And also turn on those notifications because I have been posting a lot more content, including shorts, and I don't want you guys to miss when those do pop up. With all that being said, we have a super duper exciting video today. One comment I hear a lot as a personal trainer and a nutritionist is that eating healthy is too expensive. And I know finances are a really tough area and can be really hard, especially after coming off the years we've had from COVID, and a lot of people lost jobs and times got really tough. But despite all of that, I'm here to tell you guys that there are a lot of ways that you guys can still eat healthy and stay within a budget. So today we're just gonna bust through 10 tips on how to eat healthy on a budget. If you guys don't already follow me on Instagram, I post a lot more on there. Post recipes, workouts, funny stuff, life stuff, all the above. I have also talked about these tips on there before, but we're gonna get a nice YouTube video for you guys to come back and find these tips whenever you feel like you're struggling eating healthy and living within your means. Let's jump right into it. Jumping right into tip number 1, and that is to create a grocery list and stick to it. One of the big issues is that people go to the grocery store and end up buying a bunch of things that they didn't plan on getting. And this is where you can end up spending a lot more money at the grocery store than you originally expected. If you go in with the list of the things that you need for the week, things that you need as resources to cook healthy dinners, having your proteins, your carbs, your vegetables, your fruits, those staples, maybe a few seasonings, maybe a few sauces, without having all of the extras that you're gonna get drawn to when you go into the store. Stores are made for advertising, so they make things to draw your eyes to them for you to want to buy them. Maybe you didn't plan on buying chips, maybe you didn't plan on buying drinks, maybe you didn't plan on buying candy, maybe you didn't plan on buying popcorn, but you go in and it sounds good and it looks appealing, you end up putting it in your cart, and that's how your grocery bill jumps up through the roof and you feel like you don't have enough money to afford healthy groceries. Reality is, if we write out a list within our means and stick to it, you'll be able to buy those healthy groceries and afford them. Number 2, cook meals at home. If you guys didn't see my last video, it was all about cooking at home because I feel like this is a thing that is very difficult for a lot of people. People think they don't have the time to cook at home and they don't realize how much extra money you're spending when you're going out and eating. Cooking meals at home is so much cheaper. Me and Ronnie have done the math and we eat a lot of food. So we're probably eating more than you guys, and our meals average about $3 a meal. There's not a lot of places nowadays where you're gonna get a $3 meal, and if you are, it is definitely not gonna be nutritious. That's gonna be like a bag of chips. So cook your meals at home. This is actually going to save you money and your health because, like I mentioned in my last video, a lot of restaurants, places that you go and eat out, are filling those foods with not healthy options. But when you cook at home, you know exactly what's going into your food and it can be a lot healthier. Boom, we are just rolling right along. I'm having so much fun with this because I love this topic. But tip number 3 is to load up on the inexpensive, unprocessed foods. Things like chicken, rice, oats, eggs. These are things that are not very expensive. They're one of the cheaper things in the grocery store, even compared to the processed foods that are unhealthy. Load up on these healthy, inexpensive options. Chicken is one of the cheapest meats you can get out there. You can get a whole pack of 8 chicken breasts, usually for around, I say $9 to $12. It's usually just around $1 per pound. That is awesome. Load up on that chicken, load up on things like rice, on like beans, oats. Those are gonna be your staples that are not that expensive, that are gonna make the bulk of your meals, and they're gonna help with your nutrition goals. Now, we already talked about how eating at home is going to save your money. How are you gonna make it easier to not have to go out to eat lunch? Tip number 4 is to cook extra at dinner. We talked a little bit about this in the last video. Here's what it all ties together, folks. Here's what it all ties together. You're gonna get your pack of 8 chicken breasts, and instead of popping 1 in the oven, you're gonna pop all 8 in the oven, and you're gonna have meal prep for the entire week. You never have to go eat your lunches out. You can eat the chicken in a bunch of different ways. If you guys haven't seen some of my recipes, they don't have to be boring in the same chicken meal every day. Have some chicken tacos, have a chicken sandwich, make some chicken nugs. They can be so different every single day, and you're still working off that cheap one meat that you prepped at the beginning of the week, never having to buy your lunch out. Moving along to tip number 5, have healthy snacks on hand. I've had a lot of clients who make these nice, great, healthy meals, but where their nutrition really struggles is in the snacking. The snacking, we turn to things like chips, candy, cookies, goodies, and that's why you're not able to see progress within your fitness journey. So have healthy snacks on hand. Things like carrots, apples, bananas. If you need something salty, have some mixed nuts. If you're a big snacker, having these options with you are gonna prevent you from feeling like you have to go out and buy snacks. Because I will be honest, a lot of times buying snacks at like your local gas station, those suckers are not cheap. This is going to save, again, your bank account as well as your health. You can eat healthy on a budget, even if you're a snacker. Carry those healthy snacks around with you and prep ahead of time. Prepping ahead of time is a big thing in your nutrition journey, so it prevents you from having to go out, spend money on something that's less healthy. Tip number 6 is to buy cheaper cuts of meat. A lot of time people really struggle with getting their protein in. And like we talked about, chicken is a very inexpensive way to eat your meat. There's other options that are not that expensive. There's different cuts of beef, different from like a New York steak or a filet mignon, that are still gonna provide you with protein and with nutrients. They just might be a little bit tougher. But if you're someone who's currently not in a position to buy those steaks, then don't buy them. Me and Rodney honestly don't. Something we personally invest in a little bit more is seafood. We really enjoy it. But we're so careful about how much we do buy because it can get expensive. I personally like to buy tilapia. That's one of our go-tos. It is definitely more expensive than chicken, but it is a cheaper type of fish. And it is so good for you. Turkey is fairly well priced if this is something that you enjoy. Again, a meat that you can cook a multiple of ways. And so I want you guys to know that there is such a wide range of how meat is priced. So go ahead, look through it, see how everything is priced per pound, and from there you can decide what you want to buy. Now, with that being said, how to stay on the healthier side, you want to look for stuff that's a little bit leaner. When you have lean meats, they can tend to be a little bit more expensive, but there are cuts out there of meat that are cheaper and still not full of fat. They're gonna provide you with the protein that your body needs and desires without breaking the bank. Moving along to tip number 8, which is one of my favorite things. As a coach, as a nutritionist, I'm a big believer in building balanced lifestyles. We are not about restricting. We're not about cutting everything out of your diet for a 2-week cleanse. You're gonna fall off the wagon. You're not gonna be enjoying what you're eating and you're not gonna stick to it. I'm a big believer, let's create something that you're gonna stick to long-term by creating a balanced, healthy lifestyle, following what we call the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule means that you are filling your diet with 80% of healthy whole foods, things that are natural, that are unprocessed, that are from the ground, given to us by God, and 20% of those more fun things. Maybe you really like to have a drink of wine on the weekend. Maybe ice cream is your kryptonite, like some people, and you want to have a scoop of ice cream. Having those in moderation are not going to kill your progress, and you don't have to buy as much of them at the store. Filling your body with 80% of those healthy, natural, whole foods is going to really help you to see results, build a healthy relationship with food, and a balanced lifestyle that you love, you can stick to, and is going to help you to reach your goals. If you guys have been really struggling with your relationship with food, I know this is something that can be really tough, whether you have an eating disorder or whether it's just one of those day-to-day battles that you find yourself stressing out around. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I would love to help you, give you some advice, send you guys over my nutrition ebook, or give you some nutrition coaching so you can build a healthy relationship with food. Food is meant to fuel our bodies, it's meant to be enjoyable, and it's meant to make you feel good. And so if you're lacking in one of those areas, it's time we do something about it so you can live your life, enjoy it, feel healthy, and feel happy. Tip number 9, pay attention to where you are shopping and grocery store brands. And what I mean by pay attention to where you are shopping, different grocery stores are priced differently. So if you're thinking that you have to shop at somewhere like a Whole Foods, like a Sprouts, like a Save Mart, in order to be healthy, I'm here to tell you that's not the case. And yes, those stores are very expensive. Now, not to hate on them, they're very cool, but I am not in a position to shop at those stores yet in my life. And so I haven't. Me and Rodney shop at Walmart. I know there's a lot of different grocery stores around the country, but the point is there are cheaper grocery stores that aren't gonna be your Whole Foods markets, but are still gonna have foods in there that are healthy. They still have fresh produce, they still have fresh meats, They still have things like rice, like oats, potatoes, sweet potatoes to get your healthy carbohydrates in. Those are the stores that you're gonna wanna go to do your healthy grocery shopping. And that is how you're gonna save a lot of money. In addition to that, at those grocery stores, they have their own brands of food. I'm gonna go back to Walmart because I'm a big Walmart gal. If you guys haven't seen, I have an entire Walmart grocery haul. We get a ton of food for a good price because we use the Great Value brand. Great Value brand is a Walmart specific brand. Typically, Great Value white rice versus, I don't know, whatever white rice is cheaper. Everything of their brand is just a little bit cheaper in the store, and it's the same thing. It really is. So pay attention to where you're shopping. You don't have to shop at those Whole Food stores to be healthy, and you can buy the cheaper brands at the stores as well. Yay, we have arrived at tip number 10, which is a fun one, and that is to be creative. And I know this is super open-ended, but it's so true. Be creative with your meals and what you're cooking. Like I said, you can have the same staple products. Me and Ronnie's grocery runs look pretty much the same every single week. Yet I'm always creating new little recipes, new meal ideas by doing different combinations of those foods. Once you get those staple groceries that are within your budget and that help you to feel really good because they are providing you with the macronutrients and the micronutrients your body wants and desires, stick to those foods and then start playing around in the kitchen. I'll say it doesn't always go as planned. I've had plenty of ones backfire, but that's how you learn, you grow, and you get better, and it's a whole fun process in the making. If you guys are somebody who's been struggling to eat healthy, like I said, please feel free to reach out and we will get your nutrition in line. Things like bloating, things like fatigue, constant stomach aches, GI issues, they are things that you shouldn't have to live with on the day-to-day. I've gone through different periods of these, and let me tell you, when you start to get your nutrition in line, you don't have to deal with these every single day, and you shouldn't have to. They're not fun. I don't want you to ever to think that you can't afford to eat healthy. There are so many ways you can cut costs and still buy healthy foods, fill your pantry, fill your fridge with nutritious options that are gonna make you feel good, reach your goals, and still live within your means. If you guys need anything at all, reach out to me. This has been a lovely chit chat. If you haven't already, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye!